Hi everyone! Welcome to Origami with Josie, origami during coronavirus quarantine. And today we're going to fold a lotus flower. To start, I've selected a square piece of tan paper. You can use any color you like. I would advise that the piece of paper you use is at least 8 inches square, because we're going to be folding this model over and over itself many times. To start, fold on the diagonal, open, rotate, and repeat. Open again. Now we're going to fold each point to the center. I recommend folding opposite points to the center, opening them back up again, and then folding the other opposite points to the center. I'm going to rotate the model. Now I'm going to open these two flaps to make it easier to see, and then I'm going to rotate and fold the other 2 points to the center. Now I can fold the other 2 back. And you will notice that as we fold this model, the white side will be showing, but there's a special surprise at the end where we're going to see a little bit of color too. Now we're going to fold the points to the center again. Rotate. Open. Rotate and fold the other 2 points to the center. Rotate. Fold the other 2 points in. Rotate to a diamond, and we're going to repeat this one more time. And so you'll note it's becoming more challenging at this point to fold the paper. So the bigger the size, the better. Fold opposite points to the center. Open and rotate and fold the other 2 points to the center. And then fold those other 2 points in. Now we're going to pick the model up and fold in half like this, and then we're going to fold diagonally, open, fold on the other diagonal, go back to the original, fold in half, and then go ahead and pinch in so that the 2 triangles become the sides. I'll do that one more time. So these 2 flat sides are going to, I'll rotate so you can see, they're going to go downward and in. That's what it looks like on the underside. Now we're going to take each of these 4 flaps, put your thumb inside to open. You can use your index finger if it's easier. and then squash. Once it's open, squash it down flat, like this. It's okay if up here the paper isn't perfectly aligned. That's perfectly okay. At this point on, this is more of an artistic style of origami, so it doesn't have to be exact or perfect from this point, and actually, if there is a little bit less of perfection, it makes the flower or the lotus blossom come out even better. So flip the model over. We're going to pick up the opposite point from this one and repeat. Insert your thumb or forefinger or index finger and flatten. Make sure to flatten all the way up to the top. And once more, it really is okay if this is not perfect. Now we're going to pick the model up and put our index fingers in the middle of those squash folds we've made, and we're going to fold them in on each other, and then flatten the model again so that we have an even number of flaps on either side. Makes it easier to squash fold. Going to repeat this again with the third flap. Use your index finger or thumb. You can see this from the underside, what it looks like. Squash flat. And then flip the model over and do this one more time on the fourth flap. And you might be feeling the layers of the paper at this point and have to apply extra pressure to really get those creases working. And the last folds we're going to make is we're going to now pick up this point. We're going to send it up as far as it will go, and creating a crease about here. And as we do this, go ahead and put your thumb on the inside and push the paper outward in a way on both sides. And then go ahead and press inward so that you get this shape right there. Again, feeling the multiple layers of the paper, and it is required that you apply a lot of pressure in order to make those creases, but you'll get it. Flip the model over and repeat this. So again, we're going to create a crease in midway between the top and the bottom. And in order to do this, go ahead and put your index finger inside. Use your other finger there to guide the crease. And once this is three-dimensional, you can use your thumb on either side to put it inside first if necessary to send out that paper, and then squash it flat. And again, this is part of the artistic sculpture, so it does not have to be perfect. You can see here that these two sides aren't coming together all the way. That's perfectly okay for this model. Now we're going to pick the model up and look at it from the top. Place our index fingers toward the center of each of these that we've folded now. And with our two thumbs and our two middle fingers, we're going to use a lot of strength and pressure here and open up the two remaining flaps, and then fold those 2 points up. I'm using my thumb to really push the paper out. And I'm going to do that on the other side here. And now I'm going to squash two sides together and lay it flat and crease. Flip the model over and we'll do this one last time. Using my thumb to really round out that paper. Other thumb, other side. Perfect. And now press them in. Great. So we're going to rotate and look down at the top now, and we're going to, instead of the model being flat like this, it's subtle, but we're going to open up those top and bottom sides too so that everything is equally. Now we have an X shape here. And we're going to open up the next layer over for each side. So that the paper is one piece of paper and there's no opening. So there's the opening. We're going to flip to the next flap so that there's no opening. That's 3, and we're going to do it to the last one. That's 4. And so now this is the first petal that we will peel down. So just gently peel it down and you will see all of those layers that are overlapping each other, and just peel it down a little bit like that and move on to the next one. Remember to leave this one with an opening the way that it is for now, and peel down the next one that has a solid piece of paper. Do that again. Find the next one that is a solid piece of paper here. Peel that down. And do it on the last one. And then these other two, the tendency might be that the model might try to close on itself at first, but we will get to a point where that will no longer happen. So I'm just pulling out the first and second one. So now the next step is to pick up those other 4 that we haven't peeled down yet and peel those down about halfway. Rotate. And then I'm just going to peel down the first ones that we peeled just a little farther now. This is a bit of a process, but if we do it gradually, the outcome will be amazing. It's the key and the technique to this part of the model is the gradual peeling down. And then we have 8 more. So then the next outside layer, there are 4. You can pick that up and very gently peel that away. Find the next one that's on the outer layer and peel that back. You only have to do it a tiny bit at a time. It will work if you just gradually ease it out. Okay, so that was 3. This is the 4th one. And then the last layer will reveal the color. This is the 3rd one. Here's the 4th one. So you can just continue a little bit to peel those down to your preference. I like to leave it up. I like to leave the bottom layers down farther than the top layers because it gives a good 3-dimensionality. And you are sculpting this, it is your own sculpture, and everyone's will be just a little different because this is an imperfect, in quotes, piece by design, so that it looks very much like it's from nature. And there you have it. I really hope you enjoyed folding the lotus flower. Stay tuned tomorrow for another exciting model. See you then!